Hello and welcome to IndieView. I am Matt, and for once I'm actually taking a look at a pretty new game. So this is the Basement Collection. I've been anticipating it for a while now. It is a collection of games by Edmund McMillen and a few other people. As you can see in the credits here, all the people involved got Edmund McMillen, Florian Himser, who also did Binding of Isaac. You got Tommy Ruffini, who did Super Meat Boy. Ellie Pill, William Good, who is apparently a dog, and of course Danny Baranowski, and Tyler Glale. So those are the people who have made the games in this. You can see the individual credits down here underneath each game, and also you'll notice this menu has about, I think it's 7 games here, and each one has a nice little animation. You can just launch it from here. You got Grey Matter, Spewer, Fcuk, Aether, Triachnid, Coil, and Meat Boy. And you also have this soundtrack, which will open up a folder filled with music, and there's quite a lot of music in there actually. You also notice that you have bonus content for each one. This one, Aether, has quite a lot actually. It's got a Q&A. Most of them have Q&As. This is just basically a audio file which is about 30 to 40 minutes long of people asking Edmund McMillen and in some cases other developers the questions that they've asked, however they've asked them. You also have things like concept art, which is always nice, and there's plenty of unlockable things as well. If we go over here, you'll see all these locked things. I don't actually know what they are, to be honest. There is also one thing that I have unlocked, but I'm not going to show you that. So I'm going to show you 4 of the games in this. I'm going to show you Meat Boy, which you probably heard of or played probably. It is the original Flash prototype. It's not the Super Meat Boy, which is released on Steam and Xbox Live. I'm going to show you Triachnid, which is pretty interesting. I'm also going to show you Fcuk and Spewer. I might show you Grey Matter. I'll see how it goes. So I'll start with Meat Boy. This is a pretty basic one. Yay! So you can see it's quite a strange way to display this. It's a really vertical kind of thing. It doesn't actually fill up these white spaces at any point. You can create a map, as you can in a lot of the games on this, and I'm just going to go into the campaign and choose a random one from down here. So it's pretty much the same game with a bit more of a... oh god. Oh, okay. Yeah, the graphics aren't quite as up to date as they were. They're kind of retro style. Jumping feels a bit weird too, but that's just when you've played the Super Meat Boy version. Now it has a different game, so there'll be different levels and everything. The objective is still to save Bandage Girl. And try not to die, which you will do a lot. Interestingly, this isn't actually developed by Tommy Ruffini, because I can't remember the name of the other guy who did it, but it was not Tommy who did Super Meat Boy. Now I don't think you can press shift to run. I think that is the just normal running speed right there. Then you press A to jump, use the arrow buttons to move, move the cursor. And obviously, you have to avoid these kind of obstacles like the saws. Oh, you can also stick to walls for a little bit, and you start sliding down. Oh, okay. There is no inbuilt Xbox 360 controller functionality with this, but you could possibly use one of several applications available to do that, like Xpadder. I'm doing really bad at this. As with Super Meat Boy, it is a very hard game. Probably not quite as hard as Super Meat Boy. But then again, I haven't got into the really late stages of this yet. Music is still by Danny Baranowski on this one. And he did a lot of the music for these games, actually. I think he did Fcuk. He might have done Coil. Some Spewer, I think. Let's just try and get that bandage, shall I? I don't think that's going to happen. We're just going to go for the bandage girl instead. Oh, this is painful. Right. Though I didn't actually play Super Meat Boy with the mouse and keyboard because, I mean, they specifically tell you not to. So, this one's a bit difficult, honestly. And you can't seem to aim where you're going, where you're jumping after... Well, before you jump. You have to do it kind of after you've already jumped. Oh, I make it. Now, the question and answer sessions are quite informative. There's one with Tommy Ruffines and Edmund, and they're all asked by Edmund's wife. And it was something about Spewer, that is the one that Tommy Ruffines did, and no, it wasn't, it was Grey Matter, rather. And essentially it revealed that Tommy would have been working on Binding of Isaac if he wasn't on holiday, which is quite interesting. Now I'm going to skip this and go back to the main menu. You can see here that you have a little fun fact when you try to exit. So Meat Boy is featured as an NPC in the Binding of Isaac. And they seem to change every time. I don't think there's actually many fun facts, but it's a nice touch. So there's a lot bonus content thing there. I haven't got it yet. And there's quite an interesting thing on the left side. You can see the development time. So actually the shortest time I think was Aether, which is interesting because Edmund McMillen says it's one of his favourite games that he's done, so it's pretty good. Now I'm going to move on to Triachnid. This has a Indie Game the Movie bonus clip, and so does Aether and one other. I don't know which one it is. Coil, yeah. Triachnid. I'm not going to show you Coil because it's a very short one. It's quite kind of artsy. It's a poem which you play the scenes in, kind of. So, and also Aether, I haven't really played that through yet. I want to. And Grey Matter, I might show you that, as I said. It's very hard. So I'm going to go into Triachnid now. This one's by Flora and Hemsel as well as Edmund. And this one's quite interesting. Now you don't have a save file on this, so... Oh, okay. You can apparently level select after you complete the game. There's also a mini game which is pretty hard, or I'm just really bad at it. That's probably the answer. So you have the story of the two spider things. Big monster comes in, takes female or male spider thing. Other spider thing is sad. Looks like it's eyeing up his egg sac or something. Right. So you can move your head using the WAS and D keys. Although you don't really need to do that as much. But you can also pick up each individual foot and kind of slap it down on the floor. I just touched the ceiling. There's also a rock here, and I can right click to pick that up. And I can throw it, but that's not really of any use to me yet. So it's quite interesting, this, because you really have to put effort into moving. And you don't see that really in games. It's usually just push forward and you move forward. Oh shit, something's rattling the screen. Another thing that I like about this game is how your spider reacts to things, especially pain. Like you see when I went red there, I'm not actually quite sure what hit me, but the eye kind of squinted. Kind of makes it out like he actually got hurt from it. So let's just make it up here. I don't think there's long to go. There's this kind of bug here. Can I eat it or something? Oh, I put it on my head. Because why not? No, I haven't actually completed this one yet. Because... well... I haven't got past the second level. We'll see if I do it today. Alright, here's the end of the level. And I kind of like this because it's just a completely made up language right here. You don't know what it's supposed to be saying. You can kind of interpret it. I mean, that probably means that I picked up that grub. And here I have an egg sack, and I'm going to pick that up. No, come back. Oh, balls. Okay. Okay, I need to try and get that egg sack back. This is kind of... oh dear, that might have been a bad idea. Okay, maybe not, that's alright. Right, let's pick that up. Now with this, you can put it under him, but something quite interesting is how he reacts to, especially kind of when you're jolted and you throw it, and then you try and grab it, the spider kind of reacts to that. It's quite interesting. I've lost it again. This is the one I've actually never beaten. So I doubt I'm going to do it today. Right, so you can just put that under his head to make him bite it and keep hold of it. Let's try and get up there. Definitely going to make that one. So that is a Triachnid. I'll move on to another game now. I don't really want to spoil the rest of it. Let's just press exit. Fun fact, it was nominated in 2008 for the IGF Award for Best Web Game. Yay. Right, so next we are going to go into Time Fcuk, or Time Fcuk, as it's written. So let's go into that one, developed by William Good. Now this is a weird game. If you press play, you will see that is weird. I'm going to skip the opening cutscene. This one also has a level creation and level load. You can also do this, which puts you into a randomly generated series of levels which have been submitted, I believe. Right, so let's just start with this. So this is one of the story levels. It's quite early in. I have got further than this, but I reset my game because I didn't want to spoil anything later on. Now, what you do with this one is move the directional buttons. You can pick up things with S, jump with D, and then you can also change kind of dimensions with A. So if I jump over here and do that, you can see that I've landed on this surface, which would have been nothing before. So now you can see the grayed out area. If I try to jump on that, it's nothing. And if I just press A there, I fall down into the spikes. So the way to do this is jump mid-air, do it. There we go. So next we have a bit more of a complex level. Now I can push these blocks. You get these little messages on the right side every time you start a level, so it gives a bit of a narrative. Now the story here is actually, it's a bit strange. apparently there's a lot of storylines in this game, and you basically you walk past a box, and you pop out of the box and talk to you and tell you to get into the box, and you get into the box, and this kind of happens, and the people on the right side are actually you from the future and the past. Hence why it's called Time Fuck. Really, it's a bit messed up. So I'm getting these boxes now. Now, an interesting thing with the boxes is if you touch them, if you see that dot is blinking, while you change dimensions, it will actually change dimension with you. That isn't necessary for this one. I'm just going to stack these two boxes up. Jump up here, change dimension here, and there's the exit. Now, level order seems to be a bit random. I haven't actually played this level before, for example. I'm not sure how it works, honestly. But this is kind of a quite simple one. So let's see what this is all about. Okay, so this is an example of bringing the boxes with me in the dimension. I don't want to do that. I want to get that one there. And now that is with me here. So, where do I want to go? I'll go this way. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that, should I? Right. Just trying to split them up a bit. I don't want to be touching any of them when I transfer. Actually, I should take that one into this dimension. I might have done a bad thing there. One sec. It can get pretty confusing at times. But that's part of the charm. Right, so I have all of these in this dimension now. I can start stacking them up. Oh, okay, that goes there. Get the key. And in we go. So it's a really interesting gameplay mechanic. It's fucking weird. But a lot of the games in this collection are pretty weird, to be honest. So I'm just going to do this level and then I will move on to the next game, which is Spewer. Right then. So actually, first I'm just going to show you this jump in, enter the unknown. So I will join a a user-made level. That's what the fuck? Okay. Right. Well, yeah, they are pretty hard, as you'd expect, really, when they are made by people. Fun fact, a Time Fuck poster can be found on the arcade wall in Binding of Isaac. Yes, it can. So next is Spewer, and this one is about throwing up, which is lovely. So let's start. This one also has a map editor. I have just started on a later level. I'm going to go back. Where should I go? I'll go here. Going up. So this one is a platformer where you can press the left mouse button to throw up. I don't have any vomit at the moment though. You can press up to jump and space to eat things, including your own sick. So yeah, it's a lovely game. Let me just get to a level where I can actually throw up first. I'm just going to disable the background. Make it run a bit faster. So it's a puzzle platformer, so you have to get to the end of each little level Which one was that? That was going up the slip. Right, there's a lovely load of vomit up there. And now it's all coming out. I can hold space and just eat it all up. Now if I press, if I hold down, hold left mouse click rather, while pointing down and then jump, it kind of gives me a boost jump, so that is kind of like that. Do a bit of rocket. You also get a little report at the end of the level marking you on, for example, how much vomit you have left. So I'm just going to take all this up. There's still a bit up there, but forget it. 66% failed. Saved rub. Right, so now I need one that I can actually do a glass vomit now. So this is a different type of vomit. You can get this by eating a pill of some kind, and this will hold me up to an extent. I'll show you one of the earlier levels actually of that one. Learning to fly, I think is this one. Yeah, so you have this pill, you can hold space to eat it, and then you can just vomit into the air. It has that floating property. Hooray. So let's go for one of the... There are, as you can see, 5 chapters. I am on the second one. Let's try the one I'm on actually. Content delivery. So I could vomit my way up there straight away to get that. Oh, I failed. Let me just try that again. Nope, I'm bad at this. Right, this time. Apparently not, okay. Let's try it without it then. Okay, fuck that level. Acid rain, let's do this one. So, when I press this button, the acid starts to come down, lovely. So I suppose a different kind of puke, but you can't actually throw it up. Let's go there. And that is that. And also I'm going to show off Spewer. So there's 5 chapters. I haven't actually counted how many levels there are on each one, but it's quite a lot of gameplay there for you. Spewer had enemies, but they were cut late in development and to finish the game time. Interesting. So I am going to show you Grey Matter. This is the one by Tom Ruffini's and Edmund McMillen, as well as music from Danny Baranowski. And this one's an interesting one. So basically what you do is you move with the arrow keys, or you might be able to move with W, A, S, and D. No, it's okay. Okay, arrow keys, and you have to basically kamikaze your way into these enemies. And avoid their bullets. Now you move really fast, and that is why it's so hard. You also notice that I'm making a kind of dotted line when I hit things. When you hit 3 things, you connect up those dots that you've hit them at, and if anything is within that triangle, you get, well, you basically kill them if there's something in the triangle. So I got hit by a bullet then. Now I hate these things, just kind of sperm cell looking things, because if you hit their tail, then you die. So I have to be really careful here. Yep, done. You can also hold shift, goes a bit slower. But you seem to dodge bullets better if you go full speed. I'm not good at this game. And if you complete a wave, as I will hopefully show you. Oh, balls. Yep, okay. You can buy upgrades. so I'm gonna buy a boost, because why not? It's not like I'm going fast enough already. Holy crap. Now you don't really seem to get hit by the bullets as easy if you go really fast constantly. So that's something to bear in mind. Unless you hit something's tail, like that. Now the story is basically, well, if there is a story, it's kind of battling insanity. And you go through all the different stages of insanity. I just lost, and so I'm on acceptance. I will never accept it. And that is that. So good luck with that game. There's quite a nice piece of concept art here of Tommy Ruffini's coding. And of course, the Team Meat photo album. So that is the Basement Collection. It's a great little collection. I would definitely recommend buying it. It's really cheap as well. It is £3 or about $4. And also, there was a promotion, I don't know if it's still on now, where if you had either Super Meat Boy, Gish, or The Binding of Isaac, you had a 30% off the price. So, as I said, I don't know if that's still on, but it's worth the full price anyway. And also there's all these new things that I haven't actually found, so you know, there's a lot of stuff to unlock. It's definitely worth the money. So thanks for watching, please like, favourite and subscribe for more of this, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.